Did anyone stop and think that maybe the 2003 Turtles were a bit self-conscious about their appearance or something? I mean, they legitimately went through the trouble of altering themselves and their entire universe like a few times. Yeah, I'm not sure you can give a hint bigger than that. So with that at play, is that conclusion too outside of the realm of possibility? I'm joking, by the way. But still, TMNT 2003 is beloved for many reasons. It's very faithful to the comics. That faithfulness and focus on story-driven content is one of the biggest things that people praise the series for. But one thing I see a lot of people actually giving the show praise for was its art direction. I mean, it's a nice middle ground between the original Mirage comics and what we've come to know in the 87 cartoon, and it just kind of blends together to form this great new—
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, so the show went through a few redesigns. Now look, I'm not here to bash on that at all. I'm actually open to the idea of a few redesigns here and there. I don't know, I just think in terms of continuity, visually, I would, prefer the show to look the same the entire way through. But that's not the case here, and with that at play, it actually opens the door for a new discussion, an interesting one. Which look do I like the best? Let's go ahead and answer that question. Let's stop wasting time and get into the ranking. That's right, in today's video, I will be ranking my favorite TMNT 2003 redesigns from worst to best, in my opinion. Just my opinion. The Turtles are back to the sewer with a brand new rockin' theme song and pupils? Are you crazy? Who wants a fictional turtle with anatomically correct eyes? I don't understand it, so it's bad. Yeah, Back to the Sewer might have one of my favorite TMNT theme songs, but the designs, yeah, actually they're okay. Yeah, I was just being a little overdramatic because of the pupils. They're not a big deal. I think the reason that it ranks so low for me is just, in comparison with the other designs, having the turtles just automatically have pupils now is a bit hard to adjust to. It's really jarring. Like if the series started off with pupils and kept pupils all the way to the end of the series, it wouldn't be too bad for me. But yeah, I think it's solely just based on the fact of how jarring it is. I mean, these turtles have been established from the beginning with a certain kind of set style guide, so yeah, it's a bit of an adjustment. I really like the angles and stuff. I think the show even had some pretty cool concept art and things like that. And again, that intro, banger. You know the turtles got you. Roll call, Leonardo. Down at what? Too much? Too much? The door's this way? Okay, I'll see you guys later. Sorry about that one. Sorry. Dang it, I'm always going overboard with that. Coming up in third place, we have Season 6, Fast Forward. And don't worry, I'm not going to sing the theme song this time. Not the biggest fan of this theme song anyway. Now, this is what first introduced us to the new simplistic style that we see moving forward into Back to the Sewer. Now, this is something I probably should have talked about when talking about Back to the Sewer, but I think that this simplistic style came from a place of wanting to cut on cost, and some designs clearly inspired by the 2007 movie, so probably trying to lean into that aesthetic a bit more, try to make it streamlined, be more of a counterpart to that. Well, with the bells and whistles of all the techno suit looking futuristic Tron Turtles. I'm trying to think of like a clever futuristic name on my own merit that's not existent to refer to these. I'm gonna give up. But yeah, man, I dig it. I kind of dig the more simplistic art style. I really love that it has no pupils. Again, I'm joking, the pupils isn't a big deal. But yeah, still not ranked at the top. We still have some better ones in my opinion that rank a bit higher. I like that traditional look of the turtles, so this doesn't have that fully. So that's the reason it's ranked here, comfortably at the number 3 spot. I think it deserves it. And well done. Don't think number 3 is bad. It's not a bad, well, it's kind of at the bottom of the barrel for this ranking list, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Pat yourself on the shell. Don't get too sad. You're not down here because you're bad. Ooh, rhyme. Let's fast forward. And move on to the next ranking. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm having too much fun with this video. That's right, seasons 1 through 5 comes in at our second place spot. I mean, honestly, what can I say that hasn't been said already? These turtles are a masterclass in adaptation, in my personal opinion. Seriously, if you think of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they have this look to them. They have this iconic vibe to them, and this show kind of blends everything that came at its time and before it beautifully. While the original Roots had a specific look to them in the Mirage comics by Eastman and Laird, majority of people on Earth were more familiar with the look of the turtles that were introduced in the Fred Wolf produced 1987 cartoon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Duh, that's the name. Why did I say the title of it? You know what it's called. Keep in mind though, also the release of the 1990 movie will have happened by this time, so it had that to take into consideration as well. A lot of good places of replicating the Ninja Turtles style, having it evolve and solidify into how iconic it is today. It had a lot of things to pull from when the series was being developed. I could have so easily said, hey, let's just completely go all out and reinvent the look of the Turtles from the ground up, but instead, no, they don't shy away from what's established. They lean into it heavily. They seriously pull points from the 84 Turtles, the 87 Turtles, the 90s movie, and it all comes together and blends beautifully into the 2K3 Turtles. Like seriously, it's kind of built its own way as well by being faithful. I really commend it for that. Like seriously, some people look to the 2003 Turtles specifically and say, hey, those are my boys, those are the ones that I grew up with. Those are the definitive Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in my eyes. And still, they were able to replicate the style that came before while also establishing itself as something on its own. And like I said, have millions of people wanting that style to be replicated forever. And that's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. I commend it for that. Applause to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2003 team and everyone who had a hand in designing these character models, everything for the show. Just good job. You deserve this slot. It's great. It's great. Okay, so what's at number one, right? What is that number one? I'm sure all of you are like, what? Number two? Are you talking about the original designs? I mean, okay, sure, whatever. Oh, yeah, no, there's something in the first place spot for me. There's something that tops it, just for me, in my opinion. Well, actually, two things, and one of them I want to get out of the way real quick because it's not part of the ranking, because it technically isn't strong enough for me to count it, but it would be number one if I could count it with, you know, the requirements to be ranked in this list. If it was in the show itself and I could call it a full-on revision, I would give the number one slot to some of the promotional art of the first 5 seasons. I mean, seriously, man, the show did not fully look like that when you're watching it on screen animated, and granted, it would be really hard to produce that on a weekly TV show like that, but yeah, that's my favorite art to come out of the series. But no, the real number one slot that's an actual revision because we saw it animated and something from the show, from the 2003 continuity. Yeah, it goes to the 2003 Turtles as seen in Turtles Forever, which is crazy because they're essentially just the Turtles from Back to the Sewer, which is at the last place spot, but there's one key difference. No pupils. And yeah, okay, I keep saying that the pupils aren't a big deal to me. It doesn't really matter too much, and it doesn't, but man, these designs look awesome when the pupils are removed. I don't know, I prefer the non-pupil look for these turtles in particular. There are other versions of turtles with pupils that actually like the pupils on them better. And yes, you could also make the argument that the fast forward turtles are essentially the Back to the Sewer turtles without pupils too, but the reason that this one's ranked so high is because they have the traditional gear and everything. Like this, it's so sleek, it's so clean. I love it. I really do. I love the sharp angles. I love it. And yeah, a lot of you might like the first 5 seasons look better, and I really do. It can be interchangeable with this version of the Turtles, but I don't know. There's something so sleek, so clean about this that I really, really love. Also, keep in mind, I'm talking about the Turtles specifically. Like outside of them, there are definitely characters that I think are represented better in the first 5 seasons in comparison to their Turtles Forever counterparts. The Turtles themselves, A1, number one slot. You got it. I applaud you. I love it. I really do. I really dig it. I really love it. Yeah, it's good, man. I really dig it. That's why it gets the number one slot. I'm sorry. You can be mad at me, but hey, it's my list. It's my ranking. What, you're mad about it? You want to tell me your ranking? Well, I'll be glad to hear it. Why don't you comment it down below? Yeah, you guys sound off. What is your list of TMNT 2003 art revisions? What's your favorite character redesigns? And if you can't do that ranking for me, just answer this question for me. Back to the Sewer or Fast Forward? Which iteration do you think would have benefited from having one more season to flesh out their specific story arc? Whatever you think, like I said, sound off in those comments down below. I want your voice to be heard. I want you to be seen. I reply to everyone's comment. And dude, this Ninja Turtles fandom is crazy. You guys have been pouring in and showing so much support, and I really appreciate it. The more of you guys come in, the better. The more of you subscribe, the bigger discussions we can have. So if you want to see all things Ninja Turtles, all things geeky in general, nostalgic, all that good stuff, make sure you subscribe because you don't want to miss out on the awesome time that we have here. My comment sections have become a safe space for Ninja Turtles fans to just hang out and chat about the show and the franchise, and it's been so great to see grow. We are so close to 600 subscribers, so when we hit that goal, I have a big Ninja Turtles related thing for you guys to see. It's going to be a surprise, but I can't show you till we hit 600 subs. So if you want to, please consider hitting that subscribe button and sharing this video around with your friends and leaving it a like, because it really helps me out. It helps get the channel exposed, and it helps the Ninja Turtles fan base grow into one spot to hang out. It would be awesome. Leave comments down below of what Ninja Turtles related videos you want to see me do next, top 10s, video essays, reviews. You guys help run this channel with me. We are trying to make Ninja Turtles stand up. We want to see it stand amongst the greats like Marvel and DC and Star Wars. Let's build this fandom up and just make it bigger and stronger. The Ninja Turtles, we're gonna hit it out of the park one day. You'll see. Ninja Turtles are gonna be big. Big again, I should say. Big again. They're gonna reach that superstar status. So like I said, okay, enough out of me. Let's hop down in those comments below and have a big old party, big old chat. Hit subscribe so you don't miss out on more Ninja Turtles goodness coming soon. You guys have been awesome, and I've been Geekly. I'll catch you in the next video. Cowabunga, dudes.